Good morning dear students, welcome back to our online class. So dear students, in last class what we are learning? We are learning about how the microorganism is help us to protect our body. Okay, so we can use those microorganism in the form of antibiotics. Okay, but we can't prepare those antibiotics in our home. So in the laboratories, in the pharmaceutical industries, they are using to make antibiotics with the help of microorganism. So dear students, let's extend the same part of uses of microorganism itself in the form of vaccine. Okay dear students, so are you ready to know these things? Let's start. Dear students, when we are talking about the vaccine, what is a vaccine? So vaccine is the product, okay, it is one of the product where the stimulates a person immune system to produce immunity. So how we are using to produce the immunity in our body, so which can fight with the viruses, okay, which can fight with the viruses. So a product that stimulates a person immune system to produce immunity to specific disease. So for particular one disease itself we have a vaccine. So nowadays which vaccine we are searching, that is the corona vaccine. Okay, so now I hope your parents have taken the vaccine as Covishield and Covishield. Those both are the vaccines are very famous against coronavirus. Okay, so it is nothing but the product that stimulates a person's immune system to produce immunity to specific disease, protecting the persons from that disease. So one particular disease have a particular vaccine itself. Okay, so protect their disease. Okay, so vaccines are usually administered through needle injection. So how we can take those vaccine? We can take this vaccine needle injections, but can also be administered by mouth. So sometimes the such type of vaccine we can take by mouth also. So you can take a simple example about the polio. So how we are taking the polio? So when children will be there at your home, so usually what we are calling, whether you have taken the polio drop. So what is that? It is also one of the vaccine itself. The polio drop is against the polio. Okay, so how we are taking those vaccine? By our mouth. And as well as nowadays what happened, we are spraying the those vaccine on the nose. Okay, so with the help of nose we can breathe it. So in this way what happened, we can protect our body from the disease. Okay, so we can take it in three terms. So by our mouth, as well as through the needle injection, or spraying onto the nose. So those three ways are there to take a vaccine. Okay, now let's discuss some more information about the vaccine. What is the history of vaccine? Okay, so here some key dates in the development of the vaccines are there. So here in the 16th century, the first mention of a preventative inoculations in a writing in China against in the smallpox, which usually we are calling as a chikungunya. Okay, so what happened? Chikungunya means a small devi, we are telling in local language. So that is the smallpox. So first mention of a preventive inoculations in writing in the China as a smallpox. Again the smallpox, the first vaccine have developed. In the 1796, the Englishman Edward Jenner, okay, introduced the first vaccine method of the vaccination. So he introduced the first method of the vaccination. So it is also one of the key points are there, that who has invented the vaccine. So first vaccine who has invented, that is Jenner. Okay, the Englishman Edward Jenner. Then after some years in 1853, again the smallpox vaccination becomes mandatory in the UK. What happens? So due to the development of this smallpox, what happened in the UK, what they have done the compulsory of the smallpox vaccination mandatory in the UK. Then the 1885 what happens, Frenchman Louis Pasteur develops the first 5 virus vaccine against the rabies. Okay, so dear students, how you can get this rabies? By the dogs. Okay, if by the dog which is mentally disturbed, if he is going to bite you, then what happen? You will get the disease as a rabies. Okay, so the Louis Pasteur, they have developed the virus against this rabies. Then what happened in 1892 and 1898, the first virus is discovered. Then what happened? 1920, the development of tuberculosis, diphtheria, then tetanus, whooping coughs, vaccine. So these are the some of the disease. Okay, so in 1920 and 26, they have the vaccine history is developed here. Then after 1944, what happened? The first vaccine against the flu was developed, and in 1950 1960, the first combination vaccine, that is the DTP, diphtheria, tetanus and the whooping cough. Okay, so this DTP is helping to protect our body from these 3 diseases. Okay, and in 1986, what happened? The first genetically engineered vaccine, which was hepatitis B. Okay, so for the hepatitis B, the first genetically engineered means it can be it was developed in the laboratory. Okay, so the first genetically engineered vaccine, it was for hepatitis B. So see, these are the some key dates in the development of the vaccines. Okay, now let us discuss how this vaccine is work. Okay, so in easy language, just keep in your mind what is vaccine mean. It is the weakened organism. Okay, weakened microorganism. That vaccine works by imitating a bacteria or virus using either RNA or a dead or weakened version of the bacteria or virus. Okay, so we are injecting the weakened virus in our body. Then what happens? This vaccine raises the body's alarm. Okay, what happens when these vaccines enters into our body? Then this inject this, what happen? This raises our body's alarm, means our body's antibiotics are ready to fight those vaccine. Then it trains the body to recognize and fight the virus. Okay, so if we are injecting the weakened microorganism as a vaccine, then what happens? Whatever antibodies are there in our body, they are ready to fight against those viruses. Then later what happen? When the body encounters the real dead virus, it is primed and ready to fight for the body's health. They are mentally prepared to fight against the virus. Then what happen? Our antibiotics are ready to kick them real organism. Okay, real organism which was a virus. Okay, so what is the main function of the vaccine? To give a kick to our antibodies. Okay, so when the vaccine are giving a kick to our antibodies, then our antibodies are ready to fight against real microorganism which is harmful for our body. Okay, so usually what we are calling as a viruses. Okay, so this is the concept of vaccine. Okay, so dear students, it is another way to how coronavirus vaccine will work. Okay, so let us understand how our corona vaccine will works. So here the scientists have taken the genes for the spike protein on the surface of coronavirus and put them into a harmless viruses to make a vaccine. So what they have taken? They have taken the genes from the corona vaccine and they have developed two harmless viruses to make a vaccine. This is the injection into the patient. So this vaccine itself, they have injecting into the injection. Then later on already we have discussed the what is the work of vaccine? To give a kick to our antibodies. So what happens? The vaccines enter cells, though, which then start to produce the coronavirus spike protein, and then later on what happen? This promotes the immune system to produce antibodies and activate or kill the T cells to destroy infected cells. So as I told, when the vaccines are giving a kick to antibodies, then they are ready to fight with the real viruses. So in this way, what happen if the patients encounters coronavirus against the antibodies and T cells are tricked and fight the viruses. Okay, so if already our antibodies are ready to fight with the viruses, then we can save our health. Okay, so these are the procedure of vaccines. Okay, so now let's discuss about the vaccination. Okay, what is the vaccination? Vaccination is the administration of a vaccine to help the immune system to develop a protection from the disease. So this is the vaccination, where the administration of a vaccine to help the immune system develop protection from the disease, and vaccine contains a microorganism or a virus in a weakened or killed state, or a protein or toxins from the organism. So what are the vaccine? This contains a microorganism, or it is also called as the weakened microorganism, which helps to protect our body. So vaccines are safe and effective. Okay, it was prescribed by World Health Organization that vaccines are safe and effective. So any licensed vaccine is rigorously tested before it is approved for use. So by the World Health Organization, they are approving the vaccines, whether it is a good or bad, or whether it is a harmful or very good for health. Okay, so what happens? It is approved for use, regularly retested and constantly monitored for side effects. In the rare event a serious side effect is reported, and it is immediately investigated. So if we are taking any kind of the vaccine, it is approval by the World Health Organization, which is which have very effective against the viruses. So if whatever vaccines are available in market, so just to take the help of to understand the concept of those vaccine, and you can just talk to the doctors, and afterwards you can take those vaccine against the viruses. Okay, and as well as this vaccines provides better immunity than natural infection. Okay, so what is the main concept of vaccine? That it provides the better immunity than natural infection. So the immune response to vaccine is similar to the one produced by natural infection, but less risky. So it is little bit risky that compared to the natural infection. For example, natural infection can lead to cognitive impairments from Haemophilus influenza type B and birth defects, the congenital rubella infection, or irreversible paralysis from the polio. So sometimes what happen, vaccine provides better immunity than natural infections. Okay, so usually these vaccines provides a better immunity to our body. Okay, so if we stop vaccination, what happens? Again it is chance to disease will return. Okay, so there is a chance to disease will return. So that's why whatever vaccine we are taking for the against coronavirus, yearly we have to take those doses. So it is necessary to take the vaccination if we want to stop the disease. Okay, otherwise what happen, the disease will return. So even the better hygiene, sanitization and access to safe water, infections still spread when people are not vaccinated. Infection diseases that have become uncommon, diphtheria, measles, mumps and the polio quickly reappear. So what happens, in the earlier days, the diphtheria, measles, mumps and the polio, it was quickly reappear when the vaccination has been stopped. So even with the better hygiene, sanitization and access of safe water is necessary. Otherwise what happen, the vaccination again it will come back. Okay, so if we stop vaccination, disease will return. So this is the main thing you have to keep your environment, keep in your mind, that better sanitization, hygiene and better immune system, you have to take the vaccination yearly. Okay, so these are the some few points we have discussed today. So dear students, I hope there is no confusion about the vaccination. So in next class again we are going to learn the concept how the microorganism is used in our environment and how we are using for better crop production. Okay dear students, so let's meet in the next class. Till that time just try to go through the slides, and afterwards I will share these slides in the PDF form. So if you want to take, so you can take it from this PDF. So dear students, let's meet in the next class. Till that time, stay safe, stay healthy, and keep vaccinated. To your just suggest to your parents, if they have not taken the vaccine, so just go and take the vaccine, because it is very important to fight against the coronavirus. Not only the coronavirus, but any one of the disease, if it is reappearing, then you have, it is need to vaccine, take vaccinated. Okay, so then just suggest to them. Let's meet in the next class. Have a good day. Bye bye.